Years ago, I was talking to the event organizer for a very well-known event. 10,000 attendees at this particular event, and these were high-level attendees, CEOs, C-suite kind of folks. And one of the things that he said to me that really stuck in my brain was that he knew that he had to engage every single attendee within the first 10 seconds of that conference. 10 seconds! After he said that to me, I wondered if that was rooted in research, and in fact it actually is. First impressions make all the difference in the world. So let's talk about 2 ways that you can immediately engage your attendees in your event. The first thing we want to do is we want to engage people before the event even starts. And one of the best ways to do this is with email. If you are a small organization, you can send out 1 email. If you are a large organization or a large event, you can send out a cadence of emails. The purpose of the email is twofold. One is to set the tone, and the second is to let them know what to expect. People want to know how to behave, they want to know what they're getting into, they even want to know how to dress. And so let them know. If you're hosting a very small event, a chapter event, it can be a very short email, just hi, we're informal, we start immediately at 9, cannot wait to see you there. If you are hosting a week-long conference, you're inviting hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of attendees to this event, you want to have an email cadence. Think very short emails. Match the email tone to the culture of your event. So if it's, very warm, engaging, you want people to be open, generous, and curious, right in that tone, they'll pick up on those vibes and they will come prepared to behave in that way. And make sure you cover off on all of the little details. How do you dress? When do you get there? Read the program early. Pick your sessions now. Register for your sessions now. You don't want to miss any of these really great events that are fan favorites. So cover off on all of that before attendees come, and they will be grateful that they are prepared and ready to go. Second strategy. You want to welcome them the moment they walk in the door, and there are so many ways that you can do this. You can have a welcomer, or you can just have a different kind of registration experience. Not a registration experience where you're asking them their name and you're handing them their badge, but you can make small talk. You can say, hi, how was your trip? And sometimes there's not time for that because the registration line is way out the door. So even handing them their badge with a big smile makes all the difference in the world. Now, if you are hosting a conference or event, I suggest welcoming teams. Start activating volunteers for those micro-volunteering opportunities. You have a welcoming team. Those people are welcoming people as they come in the front door. This is a great way to actually activate your exhibitors and your event sponsors. Those folks are charismatic. A lot of them are salespeople, and they will welcome that opportunity to interact with your attendees. I actually got to experience the welcoming team idea personally years ago at a global organization's little itty bitty local chapter meeting. There's about 30 attendees, and they had a welcoming team. So I went there for the very first time. I didn't know anybody, and I buzzed in and I walked right up to the registration desk, and I had this very lovely registration experience where they said, hi, you're a new guest. We're so excited that you're here. Here's your little badge. And the moment I took a step back from the registration desk, what I didn't really realize was there was a couple of longtime members behind me, and a woman stepped forward and she said, hi, Amanda, we are so glad that you are joining us today. Follow me. I'm going to show you where to put your coat, and I'm going to show you where breakfast is. I'm going to find you a place to sit. And so I followed her, and she did all of those things. I made my little bagel and my orange juice, and she said, come on over here. I want to introduce you to some people. And so she found an empty chair in the middle of 2 people, And I sat down and she introduced me to both of them. And the moment she walked away, those two people turned to me and they started talking to me. And then after a bit, the meeting started. And one of the things that I sat back and noticed was I didn't have any of those newcomer jitters because that welcoming team took care of it all for me. Another more advanced idea for welcoming people once they come to the conference is the idea of buddies. I've seen conference organizers pair longtime members with newcomers. They train the longtime members, who are the buddies, how to welcome and how to prepare those newcomers, and that can be a really lovely experience. Remember, these ideas can scale from very small organizations and events to very large organizations and events. I'm gonna give you one last bonus idea, and that is newcomer stars on badges. And so sometimes newcomers don't like to be called out, like, hey, I'm a first timer on their badge, but you can do something secret. You can put a little star on their badge. And then tell all of your board members and all of the staff and other insiders like the conference committee that the star means this is a new person. And that newcomer is a VIP. We want to welcome them. You can't welcome people too often. Welcome those newcomers. Welcome everybody, but especially welcome those newcomers. They're gonna feel that sense of belonging, they're gonna feel that sense of engagement, and they're gonna leave your conference not only ready to come back for the next one, but they're gonna go tell their friends, and those people will come to your conference. If you loved these ideas, make sure that you go ahead and like this video so that other organizers see this information so that they can try it out at their events.